In this video, I just want to go over some of the shots that I use to make my videos more visually interesting to help aid my storytelling process. The first shot I'll touch on is the walk into focus shot. For this shot, all you're gonna need is to put your lens on manual focus. That way the camera, if you're using a mirrorless camera, and most mirrorless cameras these days, they have eye autofocus, is not constantly hunting for your face or hunting for focus. The reason you want to do this is because it kind of is a little bit jarring and a little bit more digital when you're moving around and the lens is constantly tracking you. It can also be a little bit jarring if the lens starts hunting. So you want to put your lens on manual focus. That way the lens is not hunting or constantly tracking you. So you're gonna set the camera up in one spot, and usually what I normally do is within hand's reach, because I usually use like the lens I'm using right now is a 24mm lens. I can kind of manually focus it to, let's see, if I lean all the way back, I'm touching the lens with my index finger. So I could kind of focus it up to this point, and then I can put something down on the ground, and then I know like I have to walk up to this spot to where I'll be in focus. Another way of doing this is I use another tripod and put a piece of paper or something bright or a beanie on the other tripod. Then I lock the focus, and then I mark the spot where the tripod is, and then I take the tripod off that spot, and then I'll know when I walk up to that spot, I'll walk right into the focus. So this is also another shot that I enjoy doing because it's kind of like a reveal. So you're leaving the audience a little bit curious and they're wondering who's this guy, and then I walk into focus, boom, they see my face. So the next shot I want to talk about is the walk into frame shot. It's another one of those shots that I utilize to bring a different perspective to my videos and make them a little bit more interesting. So for this shot, it's very simple. All you have to do is just set up your tripod somewhere and then just walk into the shot. Lock the focus on your camera, that way it's not hunting, and I walk into a spot that I marked down, and then I'm in focus. Another reason why it's a good shot to utilize is because it can also act as an establishing shot, and then you have your subject walk into the frame, or like for me, since I shoot by myself, I have the camera on a tripod and it's an establishing shot, then I walk into the frame, and it adds a little bit of a dynamic feel to the shot. So the next shot I want to talk about, the third shot, is going to be the POV shot. Now the POV shot is one of my favorite shots because it brings movement into the shot, especially if you're a solo shooter like me. Most of the times I'm utilizing a tripod, but it's actually one of the shots that is used in one of my favorite shows, Breaking Bad. So basically a POV shot is just basically shooting from the perspective of an object or a person, and it's just another way of showing the viewer a different perspective. So to get some of the unique shots that I use to create some of my videos, I use like a friction arm mount, and this one is from Amazon. And basically you can actually mount your camera here, and then you can kind of like make adjustments to it to where, you know, it's comfortable for you. And I actually I was able to shoot like a sequence of a POV of my phone, and it was just like another unique shot. So the reason why I like a friction arm, because you can mount it anywhere and then you can get like a unique shot. Another mount that I like to use to get unique shots, especially for shots where I'm driving in the car, is this suction cup mount, and you can make some adjustments to it, and you can just mount it either on the hood of the car. Of course, you want to make sure that it's properly secure. I strap it down, or mostly just inside the car when I'm driving, I use this. So you can get very cool, unique shots using either a friction mount or a suction cup mount. And if you're interested in getting a suction cup car mount, this one is a newer suction cup mount. I'll put the links in the description below to where I got these. So the next shot I'm gonna share with you guys is the pan up shot. It's more of a POV shot that simulates, you know, your head movement. You're looking at your feet and you pan up, and it's just another dynamic shot that just helps out, just to make my videos look a little bit more unique. Very simple shot, real easy. It doesn't require you to have any mounts or special mounts that you have to buy. Nothing to it, you know. It's just another play on the reveal shot. and I think no-brainer makes my videos a little bit more unique, a little bit more interesting. So for the final shot, it's the static shot. If you're someone like me who's a solo shooter out here, the static shot is gonna be your best friend. And I think most people are probably familiar with a static shot. Like this right now, with the camera on the tripod would be considered a static shot. Basically, you put your camera on the tripod and then you frame your shot. And when it comes to static shots, you just wanna make sure that you're framing your shots in ways where there's leading lines and there are things that are symmetrical. Like right now in this very shot that you're looking at, I intentionally placed it in a way where, you know, my head was in between these lights. So there's a light here, there's a light back over there, practical light back over there, and this little pocket, like Ulanzi pocket light over there. So just to kind of like, you know, bring, you know, some type of like balance to the shot, because I'm dead in the center. There's lines, there's a line here, and there's that line of that door there leading to my face, and then there's another leading line here. So when it comes to setting up your shots, your static shots, it's all about just finding frames and balancing things. And sometimes you play around with framing, you know, frames within frames, just to make them a little bit more interesting and just balanced. And also, like I said, utilizing those leading lines and making sure everything is balanced. So to conclude this video, hopefully you found it interesting and gave you something to think about next time you go shoot your video, either for YouTube or your personal project or just something creatively. There you go. So that was the 5 shots that I utilized to spice up my videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. More to come. For a lot of people who are asking for how I edit my videos, that is coming, but I'm trying to make sure that I deliver the best quality. That way these videos are interesting to watch. Appreciate it. Peace, love. You guys be blessed.